Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today it's an AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the rookie who played his college ball for the Pitt Panthers, so that's Kenny Pickett.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The numbers for him from a week ago: a boatload of carries, 125 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start with the option. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 61 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They'll start the drive with Harris. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping. To do it consistently here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Pickett back to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. But Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers. Harris running straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
3rd and 2, Pickett. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And he will have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off play action, Pickett.
He's going to air one out. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Deontay Johnson,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That
Thank
means
you.
2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. 4 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
They run the option on second down.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Now Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They go play action with Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They go play action now. Jackson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to move back in front.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their 25-yard line.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, here's Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They hand this off to Harris. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Pickett sets up play action.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Oswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Cameron Hayward, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Cameron Hayward, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Shifts by him. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And he missed it. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Here's second and a yard.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
The Ravens at 7-8 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3 yards remain for second down.
Play action. Now Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. T.J. Watt from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
They'll try the draw here with Dobbins.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in? Or are you just hopeful, and you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Jackson options out left, and he is going to lose yardage here.
Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, 2 cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They run again with Harris. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Tucker now for the extra point. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Tucker now to add the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And the Steelers set to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs
at their own 25-yard line.
Harris will start the drive out.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson to Watkins there for Baltimore first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's a busy week 17 of the regular season, so let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Welcome, everyone, back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 31, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Jackson now. Quick slant complete to OBJ. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, They're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
On the move past the 40. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here's Pickett.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony Miller, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers get a bit closer.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
The drive will start with an option going left. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Jackson going to run again.
And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, as much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Pickett now from the gun here.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Pickett.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Now back to throw.
Open man, that's the tight end fire move.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. On play action, they'll throw.
On target to his man, Likely.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. They'll look to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. It's caught. Beckham. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now it's Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Cameron Hayward. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs
at their 25-yard line.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Back to throw, Pickett.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pickett now on 1st down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Pickett back to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Pickett right back to the air again.
And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
There is Deontay Johnson as this Steeler offense gets set for this next series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Pickett.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Another run here with Dobbins. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Austin. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over. And
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom.
end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Pickett to throw on first down.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Johnson with a completion. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now Austin.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Ravens,
the victory gets them back to 500, 8-8 on the year.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.